Hey everyone, Tomias here and welcome to my Raid Shadow Legends video series in which I get coached by a top PvP and PvE caliber player. And of course, follow alongside my journey if you're starting a brand new account or just checking in to see if a brand new player like me can start fresh and end up at the top. Welcome to the Raid Shadow Legends beginner series. And we're finally at day 6 of our brand new journey, and I'm super excited because yes, not only did we get a legendary artifact in boots, we also have one of our biggest progression points, and I'm gonna work this out with the coaches because today the goal is to tackle the dungeon and more specifically the Dragon's Lair and start getting some of these 6-star gear, especially the speed, lifesteal, and some of these end game pieces. And of course we have upgraded our characters from last time, right? We can see the level 50 Mordecai, level 50 Uugo, which if you use the link on the screen with the QR code or in the description, you can get this epic champion, meta epic champion, for completely free. And we also got the Stag Knight as well. So our main team for Dragon is ready. We just need to hit up the coach, gear them, and also decide if we want to unlock any of the mastery stuff and also our skill upgrade priority. So let's go ahead and talk to him. Alright, so once again we are here with our coach, and let's just go over why the Dragon's Lair for artifact farming is one of the priorities we should look into.
Alright, so Dragon is essentially the first dungeon which every beginner account should be farming, and the main reason for that is the sets that it provides when you complete a run. So we have accuracy set, which is very useful in the early game, especially if it has speed rolls and etc. It's also useful on damage dealers, on debuffers, and so on. Alright, so the main set in the dungeon is of course the speed set, because it provides a speed bonus for every 2 pieces of gear that you have. Speed is really essential at the early stages of the game, because that basically means that your champs will be going a lot faster, will be taking a lot more turns in general. Lifesteal is a decent set because you'll be using it for stuff like campaign, you'll be using it for stuff like Doom Tower and later on, so it's pretty useful as well, I would say. Destroy set is not the best, it has very few uses, so I would say that this set is usually ignored most of the times, but of course you can still keep some damage gear from that. Toxic set is really valuable for clan boss, which we'll get on much later on, to the point where we can use it in clan boss, but generally speaking it's a really nice PvE set and bossing set because of the poisons it provides and the damage it gives. Alright, so Frost is actually a very very unattractive set because it doesn't really provide much. The chance is low, the debuff is not the best, and yeah, usually people just skip that set. Same goes for Daze and Avenging. These sets are waiting for some buffs. I hope Plarium actually do something about it. Stalwart, the last set in the Dragon dungeon, is decent when it comes to tanking champs, revivers that would benefit from something like that. Usually it's not used in PvP at all, but it could be useful for some bosses, for example, later on. So yeah, in general, the main sets from Dragon are speed, accuracy, and lifesteal. And
Great,
toxic,
okay.
you can say.
Yeah, it seems like there's I mean, that's 4 sets out of 9, I want to say. That's half of it is pretty good. Okay, so let me show you quickly. We were able to farm stage 13, which is when the 6 stars start to drop. That's one of the first checkpoints, and this is the team we're running: KO, DESERTQUEEN, Mordecai, Uugo, and Stag Knight, as you were mentioning. So I've got all of them to 5-star, and then these two to 6-star. I think let's talk about some gearing because I do have a lot of speed boosts that I've ended up farming. So we can probably start gearing our units towards that.
Yep, so let's go over some of the basics of gearing your champions.
Yep.
The main thing you want to do early on is usually equip a speed boot on basically every champ that you use, because as we've mentioned, speed basically has a role of how many turns you're taking, how fast you're getting turn meter, and so on. So yeah, speed boots are essential early on. And then every build basically depends on what the champion does. Does the champion do damage? Does he have debuffs? And is he a support mainly?
Okay. So let's start with our KO. So right now I'm on the 2-piece speed, so speed main stat, and then crit rate gauntlet, and then the rest is lifesteal.
Yep, that's right. So you want lifesteal on your KO because you want to farm campaign with him, so it would benefit him the most at the moment.
Okay.
For every nuker, you want him to be ideally crit capped, so it would be 100% crit rate, so he always crits, which you don't have at the moment, but you should be aiming towards that for sure.
Okay. Is it worth upgrading any of these, or we don't really touch the 5-star stuff?
Alright, so let's talk a bit about that. Usually, especially in the early game, you don't want to 16 your top row pieces, which would be the weapon, the helmet, and the shield. The reason for that is because bottom row pieces, which are gloves, chest, and boots, provide a lot more stats in general when you compare the flat stat to the percentage stat. So yeah, you want to 16 the bottom row first, and later on you can do some 16 on the top row, but they have to be actually decent pieces where you can benefit from that.
Sure. So I shouldn't touch this one then. Just leave as it is.
Yep. That chest is quite bad for a nuker like KO because it doesn't have crit rate, doesn't have crit damage, doesn't have speed, and yeah.
Okay, so KO is pretty much okay for now.
I'm sure that looks like that's the best you can do for now, so
yeah,
he's okay.
So we'll move ahead to Desert Queen. So I've been running 3 sets of the Immortal, which just makes her unkillable, which is nice. But yeah, I made this because it was HP percent. I made this 16, but we're thinking we go with speed. Yeah.
Yep. So the HP on her right now is quite good, but she doesn't really have any speed, as you can see. Yep. So I would definitely give her some speed set boots, and then maybe you can find another piece of the speed set and make a set.
Okay, so we're just gonna go all in, making this plus 16, equipping that, and we need to give her. So she would prefer. What would her gloves be?
So her gloves would be ideally, well, later on she wants to be crit capped as well, but for now you can go for some either defense or some HP percentage.
Okay, I've got a 5-star blue defense, so I can do that and then make it plus 12.
Sure, for now that would work.
Okay, so let's equip that and upgrade this to 12. Okay. Right now, she's got a flat chest piece. Is there any world where we make this into HP, even if it's not 5-star, or is it?
So, generally speaking, you don't want flat stat on your bottom row. The reason for that is because it provides much less for all stat compared to the HP percentage, for example, that you would get. So usually what people do is select all the flat stat on the bottom row and just insta-sell them. But there are obviously exceptions to that, because a piece could be good in flat stat main if it has, for example, a lot of speed on substats and so on.
Okay. So this one is a flat, I mean, as a percentage HP, it's worth going 16, right?
So this piece is decent. It has accuracy, which is nice. It has crit rate, which is decent, but it does not have speed. For now, I mean, you have some silver, so sure you can 16 it, but down the road you wouldn't really.
Okay.
But it is a nice starting chest because its main stat is percentage.
All right. Okay. So that's her then. She's got speed boots, defense glove, and HP percentage chest. So she looks pretty tanky now, even more so than before. Is it worth equipping this?
So
she doesn't.
This relic, yeah, you will not really equip it on her for now. And
Okay.
in general, you wouldn't really equip any relics at the moment because you lack the resource to move them around. So they will be essentially locked to her, for example, if you equip it right now.
Okay,
It also doesn't really benefit her, the relic that you showed. So yeah, no real point to equip it at the moment.
All right. Next is, I guess, Uugo. So what I'll do is I'll give Uugo that HP flat. Since it's already plus 16, it's better than nothing. Let me find that. There we go.
Alright, so Uugo is a debuff support champion, so
Yep.
She needs survivability and she needs also speed and some accuracy to land her debuffs. Everything else is not really needed.
Okay. So there's some accuracy, some HP, and it's still speed boots, right? So I'll make this
Yeah, for sure.
plus 16.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then, so she is now... I'll just make sure she has matching sets, at least. So these two match,
So
these
sets early on, you can skip matching sets early on. I would say get her some decent stats that she needs. Of course, if the pieces that you have already equipped have the necessary substats, sure, keep them, but
Yep.
Especially the gloves right now don't have any decent substats, so I would take them out. If you have anything better, maybe.
Oh, for the gloves, okay. I'm looking for HP,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, so you're looking for HP percentage main stat, and then for some speed, accuracy, some stuff like that.
Ooh, none. So I guess this will do for now.
Yep. All right.
We have to farm up.
So since you don't have anything else, yeah, you can leave that.
Okay. And now just make sure I equip one speed. So this is a 2 set. This is a 4 set. So I will. Oh, but this is really good speed. So maybe
It's
what
alright.
Yeah, I can make a relentless set on this.
Relentless set on her is not really valuable because the chances of getting the bonus effect it provides is really low. And generally speaking, she doesn't really take that many turns, so you just want enough speed and accuracy to land her debuffs.
Yeah, this one has speed and HP percentage.
Yeah, sure, you can equip that.
Yeah, and I'll upgrade this to 12.
Sure.
Oh, okay, that's... And accuracy, nice.
Yep, that's a really nice piece.
Okay, so that's that, and then this I'll give her the one with the HP. So that should be... Oh, there's a lot of sets. Is this shield? No, that's weapon. Yeah, speed, HP, okay. There we go. Okay, I guess decent for now. Alright.
So you do have some decent speed and HP now, but you are indeed lacking on accuracy, so you can check if you have any accuracy chests, for example.
Let's take a look. As in accuracy main stat chest?
Yep, chests can be accuracy or resistance main stat.
Only 4-star.
Yeah, not much. But
Yeah, I think I need to farm.
definitely. Sure, but the problem with that is that she won't really land any of her debuffs because you won't have any accuracy.
Ooh, okay. I mean, this is a massive, like 3.5k plus 11%, and I have Desert Queen as lead, so that's 70 accuracy.
Yep, that's right, but usually depends on the stage you're farming. So, for example, on stage 13, you need around 70, 90 accuracy, around 90 actual accuracy. So
Okay,
you can calculate with the aura how
15
much you have.
plus 70, so about 85.
Yeah, so you'll be mostly fine, but sometimes she
Okay.
won't land her debuffs. So you can leave it for now, sure.
Yeah. Alright, next is Mordecai.
Alright, so this champion is a debuffer and not much else, so he really benefits from speed and accuracy, and some survivability on him is okay.
So speed boots for sure. Ooh. Best I can do is a 4-star. Unless I go here.
Sure. You can try to find a boot with accuracy, maybe.
Substats. Oh, 3-star. There's a 4-star.
Alright, so you can level up the speed set one, because the reflex one you won't really use even later on. And this is... But you can level it to... sure, to 16, I guess.
But isn't it better to do like a 4-star one to 16, even if it has no accuracy? Because the speed is very different, is it not?
Sure, it's not that much different, but you can roll some 4-star gloves as boots, I mean, to level 12, for example, to see if any of those land on accuracy.
Okay.
In that case, sure, it would be better, but you do really need the accuracy.
It's cheaper to level the 3-stars, right?
Yeah, compared to the 4-star ones.
Okay.
Sure.
I might do that and just see how it goes first. Yeah, I landed on accuracy as well. Okay.
Yep, so since it has only one substat, the first row is guaranteed to land on that substat, which was accuracy.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that for now, and then an accuracy chest.
Mm-hmm. You can also do a HP chest with a bunch of speed if you have.
HP chest. Nope. Yep.
Yeah, you can do that to 12. I wouldn't really 16 it.
Okay. Oops. Quick upgrade to 12. Nice.
Decent.
All right. And then for the gloves.
For gloves, you can do some defense gloves or HP ones again with some speed.
Okay.
So HP percentage or defense percentage with some speed, ideally.
Oh, accuracy and speed.
Yeah, that's alright.
Go 12.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Oh, okay.
It's alright.
Yep.
And then for top row, you can look to match some piece with the speed set boot, and then just some more speed.
Yep. Filter. Substats. Speed. Ooh. Not great. Don't have a lot of choices.
Yeah, not a lot of choices, but you can do the perception set helm. which is the last piece.
Okay.
You can roll that to 8 and see if it rolls any speed.
Ooh.
Alright, so it did. So you can take it to level 12.
That
and
is.
hope it lands on accuracy.
Oh, okay.
Which it didn't, but it's still fine. Alright, so for your last two pieces, you would look to put a speed set, one piece, and perception set, one more piece, to make sets for the both.
Okay.
And they give a lot of stats.
Let me find perception because a lot of speed. So let's do perception first. And wow. Oh yeah, this is from the event.
Yep, so you can roll the shield to level
Shield, yeah.
8 or 12. It's not really the best shield, but you can use it and it would still give you a lot of decent stats.
1 accuracy, okay. Hit it again. Oh, look at that gambling.
Decent, yeah.
Wow, he's got 108 now. Okay.
Yep, and now you're looking for some speed set weapon.
Yep. I'll just give him the 5-star one.
Sure.
Do just 8. 12.
Leave it at that. I would leave it
Okay.
at that.
Oh, all right. Okay, so he's done. And then last, Stagnite.
Okay, so Stagnite is a bit more tricky because generally speaking, he's a damage dealer which has debuffs.
Yep.
But of course, the main point of the champ is the debuffs. So for now, I guess you would build him similarly to Mordecai, so he lands his debuffs.
Okay. So
Which would be
speed.
speed and some accuracy. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a
Later
lot.
on, you can build him as a damage dealer as well. But yeah, for now, you can just plus 12 some pieces and get something going.
Okay. Come on, accuracy. Yo. Okay. It is what it is. And then accuracy chest. Or do we need to make him tanky?
Depends as well. Depends if you get enough accuracy, which you probably will. So sure, you can go for some, for example, defense percentage chest.
Not a lot of choices here. Best is the toxic one, I guess.
Mm-hmm. You can just plus 12 it and that's it.
Okay. Right. And then glove, HP.
Yeah, it's either HP or defense. Usually defense early on in the game is quite important because it benefits the damage reduction which you get from it quite more than later on when you stack it a lot. So for example, when you have 1k defense, for example, compared to 3 or 5k defense, it would be a lot more beneficial to get more defense on the 1k build compared to the more defense ones.
Okay. I'll take this one just because it has some accuracy.
Sure, it's alright.
And then for now, just complete the rest. I mean, complete the speed set.
For top row, yeah, you can complete the speed set and then whatever, I guess, some speed, some accuracy, or some more survivability. You don't really have much of a choice right now.
No. Okay, so no. How about speed?
You can use the helm in speed set. Level to like 8.
Okay. And then
for the other two, you can either put some set that would give him some survivability, or you can look for some substats which are speed, accuracy, or HP, or defense.
let me see if I got some high starred ones. I'll get the immortal stuff.
Sure.
So it's a shield. Actually, I can just give him these. Some accuracy and speed.
Sounds good.
Okay. Alright. And then he... Oh, he doesn't have any. Okay.
Mhm.
Do we need to open any masteries for any of them right now?
So generally speaking, you would ideally want every one of them to have War Master, which is the tier 6 mastery, but since you don't have them at level 60 yet, I would skip it for now.
Skip it for now, okay. I do have some books. I believe, yeah, I've got 11 books that I can use. Who would be the priority?
Alright, so usually Uugo, but she does require a lot of books, so you might get unlucky. But usually she's the one that would use them the most.
For A3, right?
Yeah, you're looking for the A3 and the A4 as well.
Okay. And that's higher priority than both Stag and Mordecai.
Higher priority than Mordecai for sure, although his HP burn also needs to be booked, but that's for later on. Stagnate, you can check his skills out. Every skill, both of his skills actually have also increased chances. So you would ideally get him booked as well, but Uugo is more important for now, I would say.
Okay. See if we get lucky.
Alright, so they landed on the A3.
Nice.
Which is decent. Alright, you got 2 more on the A2.
So we want this maxed, right?
Yep, you want ideally the A2 and the A3 maxed. And
come on.
ideally nothing on the A1. Alright, so you're getting really lucky so far.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, so 1 book landed on the A1, which is not the worst.
Ooh.
Okay, that's nice.
Oh, pretty good. Okay. All right. So that is all the books gone for now. All right. So I think this is finally the team now. We have made some adjustment and we've geared, we've skilled booked. Let's take a look at if we can crack stage 14. So I'm assuming we move accuracy up now. Yeah.
Yep, so usually, of course, the aura will be accuracy, but I would go in team presets, which is top left, and set up some presets for the team.
Oh, yep.
So put your champ, so click where the champ slots are and fill in the team. And of course, Tuhan will have to be first in order for you to use her aura.
Okay. All right.
Alright, so let's go to the setup. So for Tuhan, you will prior her A2, prior it on the highest prior, so first choice. You click off the default, and then first choice. And then the Desert Fitness, the A3 you can put it on prior 2.
Okay.
And basically same for every round. So the rounds on the bottom mean which wave you are on. So for example, in Dragon, you have 2 waves plus boss. So round 1 is the first wave, round 2 is the second wave, and round 3 is the boss.
Okay. All right. Save.
Okay, for KO, you can prior his A2 everywhere, I guess.
So
Except
AI
on the
would use.
boss, I guess on the
Yeah.
boss you should prior his A3 on 1.
Okay.
Okay, for Mordecai, you should prior his HP burn on prior 1 or across the rounds.
Yep. Okay.
Alright, on Uugo you should prior her A2 on prior 1 and then hit the A3 on prior 2.
But surely the AI would cast A3 on Pyro 2, right?
Sure, it would, but sometimes if you get the skill back earlier, which usually comes from Master Race, it might not do it.
Oh, okay. Alright, now the Stag Knight.
Stagger is quite simple, you can usually leave him without anything, but I would prior his A2.
Okay.
Of course.
Alright.
And
Done.
that's it for now, let's see how it goes.
Ooh.
So as you see,
Moment
your
truth.
Mordecai didn't place HP burn on everyone. That's because his skill isn't booked. So yeah, later on you should do that.
Okay. Well, this is already going a lot better because in the previous runs I did, it wiped 3 of my 5 on wave 1. So okay. Yeah, I see the HP burn only landing on 3.
Yeah, that's at 75%.
Yeah. Maybe I need to did we make her chest accuracy? I feel like we went for the defensive.
On Uugo.
No, on the HP burn, Mordecai.
I'm pretty sure we did accuracy on him.
Oh, wow, it's still not enough. Okay. Ooh, chaos. Kinda low. Okay, so Uugo. Does Uugo need all of the allies to be dead to revive?
Yep, that's right. So basically, when she's the last one alive in the team, she gets a block damage buff, which makes her unkillable at the moment and lets her revive the whole team.
Okay.
But even if she's not last, she can still use her A3, which would remove a debuff from your champions on the team and heal them some.
Okay. Oh, it's not looking good. Oh, wow, that's a massive amount of damage coming out.
Yep, so it looks like you'll be able to beat the stage regardless of whether someone dies at this point.
Yep.
I'm not sure if you would be able to push until stage 16, but seems like stage 14 is definitely easily farmable for now.
All right. Very nice. Oh, got pizza. Oh, from the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Okay. So this is where we farm, get some gears, and then push further. Is that right?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, well, thank you so much. And guys, if you're interested in the game, of course, follow my journey and you can use the QR code. We'll push this together. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.